many enemies. You need only look around this room to see it.
Can I really not swear? I can fucking swear, Mystics. I choose not to most of the time, but I honestly don't care.
You're missing the point. Everywhere there's animancers, there's disaster.
I mean, honestly, it's that I feel that there's a chance I could reach a larger audience if I don't. So I try to tone it down. But do I personally have a problem with it? No, I hold no weight in those words. Now, as a parent of a 6-year-old, I try not to around him because I don't want to deal with him saying those words yet, so he currently doesn't know them. Christ.
We all know what Widewind's legacy's really about. And it ain't about some sparkling saint from Creed Ceres who's mad because he took a stroll down the wrong bridge. It's about a bunch of so-called intellectuals fucking with the natural order while the rest of us gotta suffer for it.
Is it, though? Should we not take the time to reach a clear conclusion? I mean, what proof do we have?
My son and daughter are buried beneath the floor of my house.
Oh my god, dig them up before they run out of air.
So that's where we lay them. My son. My wife let him slip when she was bathing him. Got water in his lungs he couldn't cough up. My daughter? We put her to bed one night, and the next morning she wasn't breathing. This Hollowborn thing, it ain't ending. And it ain't ending because we still let these charlatans play God. There's your proof, you damn copper fucker.
Copper fucker? What? That's not even proof. That's just, you're a bad freaking parent.
Enough, Adric. Lady Dominel makes a point. If it's animancy, then why do the other states that permit the practice not suffer the same fate? Who among us can say he truly understands why the legacy has taken hold here?
Mystics, I've mentioned the story before, so your question's fine. After we had my son, he was about a year old. He did not sleep. You know how parents are like, oh my gosh, he's not even sleeping through the night yet, and it's been a month. My son did not sleep through the night for a year. I went an entire year without getting a full night's uninterrupted sleep. That destroys a man. Okay? So at that point in my life, I was like, this has been the worst year of my life. Not because of, like, I hate my child, but just because what I was mentally, that, you know, I was just a wreck. And I was like, I never want to go through this again. I talked with my wife. She was like, I'm not wild about the decision, but I'm okay with it. And then I went to a doctor. I said, stick a knife in me. I'm done. That's the reason. That's the honest truth of it. The grieving mother reaches toward your mind with hers. Bring order to the chaos here. Wait, what did he ask? Who among us can truly say he understands why the legacy has taken hold here? I can. The crowd begins to mutter, the sound taking a doubtful character. Adric is a Democrat. You can tell he's fear-mongering and getting mad because he's losing. My sister and brother-in-law have 10 kids. You know, because I went to high school in Utah, White Tiger, I was surrounded by Mormon families, and it felt like the magic number there was 9. Like, every family I knew had 9 kids. It's like each of the people I made friends with had like 8 siblings. It was wild. Like, I'm also an only child. I was an endangered species out there. Alright, Waidwin's legacy is the creation of the Leaden Key. Caedmon Azo's downfall was their work, as was the Tower in Heritage Hill. They want you to do this. They want Animancy to fall. The dull muttering expands into a din of skepticism. I have seen them in the ruins of Ir Glanfath, operating machines that disrupt and redirect the flow of souls near towns like Gilded Vale and Direford where the legacy is universal. As a watcher, I have heard their dead confess their plot. They are stealing the souls of the unborn. My only option is to say I'm a watcher. No one trusts watchers. This is a dumb decision.
Beasts. Another lunatic at the hearing. Did you remember to lock your sanitarium before you left, Master Barask?
Isn't she the person that represents the knights? I'm here with her. Why is she smack-talking me? You want to see Crazy make one more smart comment just like that. Yeah, she is literally the people I came here with. Why is she shit-talking me? Oh my god. So she says, did you remember to lock your sanitarium before you left? And one of my options is, if he did for your husband's sake, I hope he at least left a brothel unlocked. That is savage. Alright, let's go for the honorable thing. You shame your order by dismissing the truth before hearing it, madam. I expected better from a knight of the Crucible.
You must know, friend, that the leaden key is a mantle for small-time ruffians and children at play. I'm not saying you're a liar. Not yet. But you'd better start making sense of all this. Help us believe you.
They are Roman Catholic, but yes, those two religions seem to compete for the biggest church. You're a white male. By only having one kid, you are single-handedly losing your people to race war. Fuck the race war. I 100% don't give a shit. Let all the races intermingle and everybody will be... I don't know. What happens if all races combine? We're either like a light brown or we're all rainbow colored in 1,000 years. I don't care. Just... I don't care. I don't care about race at all. Maybe, somewhere down the line, if someone in my... Yeah, no. I'm not even going to finish that joke because you guys have already told me race jokes will get me punished on Twitch. I won't finish that joke. But the truth is I don't care. I read about the war on Reddit today. I'm of the opinion, like, when it comes to, like, race or religion, I don't care what you're doing as long as you're not hurting other people. Just go be you over there, I'll be me over here, and don't hurt anybody. And, have a good life. Oh, let's see. Let's say a lord is cuckolded by his wife. If he tells her to stop, she'll only want her lover more. But if he spreads a rumor her lover has just visited a brothel and acquired a pox on his loins, she'll end it on her own. What the crap? Okay, what's more likely? The gods are destroying Direwood for a science practiced in many parts of the world, or that a group of people hates animancy and wants it suppressed?
Another guess! Throw him out on his ass, Your Grace! He's wasting our time!
Shall I tell you then of the robes these people wore, of the runes inscribed in a dead language swearing an oath to Wodica to seal knowledge with a key of lead? Sound like children to you?
I don't know about all of this.
Aw, you lost your confidence.
You've made an unexpected case, friend. I'll say that much. It seems we have a new possibility to consider, at the very least. How was it you came to learn all this?
Okay, the Knights of the Crucible would have gotten some credit for this if not for the fact that my representative was shit-talking me just a second ago, so I'm gonna say I did it myself.
Indeed. This land is foreign to you, unless I miss my guess. Your efforts on its behalf are to be commended. But these hearings are about more than Widewind's legacy, even though that is our most pressing concern. Let's say for the moment that I were to take you...
And everybody has one white tiger.
...in Brackenbury Sanitarium and their peers. Bear no responsibility for this curse upon my country. I'm curious, what would you do if you were in my position?
I mean, Mystics... Like, I've told you, like, I don't care about, like, race wars and stuff like that. It's... I mean, with me, you try to surround yourself with people that have similar views. I mean, my view is, like, I stay in my house most of the time. I try not to bother people. If someone is toxic in my life, I cut them out, which is why I don't understand the drama you've put yourself into, but, like, to still be friends. I don't, it's like, whatever. But, yeah, I have family members that I just, like, I don't reach out to anymore just because they're very, very toxic. So, like, as far as, like, race, I don't freaking care. Judge a person by their character, not their skin. Not the amount of melanin in their cells. Okay, so we get to make a big decision here. Allow animancers to continue their work. They explore questions we don't wish. Animancers should be studying Darwood if you don't, someone else will, and they will wield great power over you. You're too long a leash. Allow them to continue their work. Every animancy thing that's gotten borked so far has been because of sabotage, right? If we'd known more, the crisis could have been averted. I do not trust these animancers seeking first after gaining glory, but if they can heal our children, I would not hinder them.
Very well. That is all I wish to hear. Not just from you, but from everyone. Many days we've been at this. It is time we put it to rest.
Not me. I paid a stranger $20 to get mine removed.
I want to thank
I didn't
the
realize
delegation
Kaiser
for
had
helping me to
a-hole
collect my
removals.
thoughts. In particular, I want to thank our new delegate, who has given me much to think about, and who alerted me to a new enemy I had failed to see.
You're quite welcome, Your Majesty Sir Duck, Reginald Esquire the Fourth.
The time has come to choose a direction for the Deerwood. I am ready to make my pronouncement. Ramir de Barash, representing the interests of animancers in Deerwood, step forward.
Your Grace.
You better kneel. That's your king. Uh-oh. No! He's got knives! Why is someone letting him...
It occurs to me now that my concerns about animancy may not outweigh its value.
Forgive me, Your Grace. We will accept no
Oh, man. Why was the front door
doing?
open?
No, wait!
Stop this! At once!
Well, the body snatcher guy just,
I've
did
given
great
you every
success.
chance to end this pursuit. Shall I end
Alright,
it for
Thaus.
you? Another time. I am already late.
Guards, why did you stop? Why did I just pass out? What? The words, "Shall I end it for you," ring in your ears. You find yourself gasping for breath, struggling to keep your own balance. You drop to a knee and watch as Thaus hurries out of the building. The world dims around you, the screams and clashing of weapons fading to silence, all that remains of the words.
Shall I end it for you?
Yeah, I heard. Thaus stands at a pulpit high above an assembly of robed onlookers, you among them, clustered around a wide circular pit carved of stone. He addresses a woman bound backward over a large iron wheel overlooking the great stone maw. Many of the woman's fingers and toes are severed, and the bottoms of her feet are charred black. The skin on one side of her face looks like melted candle wax, black and red and seeping, and the angle of her back suggests a spine in ruins. Yet for all that, her expression betrays little of her anguish.
I am already at peace, Grand Inquisitor. Are you?
So be it. If you desire no end, you shall have none. I find you guilty of heresy. May the eternal prison bar your soul from passage, for it is beyond redemption.
He nods to a hooded attendant who begins untying her from the wheel. Mukluk was granted Dominion of the Sleepers. You open your eyes to a beamed ceiling of the palace's grand entry hall. The clings of metal striking metal waft in from outside, alongside the cries of the injured as you stagger to your feet. Thaus is gone. Mukluk! Kanarua moves to your side, looking around anxiously. I hope you're fit to walk, because we can't stay here any longer. Off to one side, you can hear the clinking rustle of chainmail, and you look over to see a wounded guard slumped against the wall. He's trying to say something, seemingly directed at you, but at first it's too faint to hear. He gathers his breath and manages to rasp out a few words. Lady Webb, she's the only... She must be told. She'll know what to do. Please find her. Tell her everything. The guard passes out and slides to the floor still.
Yeah?
You mean the lady who gave up the death flag earlier? Hold on. Can I loot all those dead people? Nope. It's not like I had a friend who Grouponed her LASIK. If I was gonna get lasers blasted into my eyeball, I think I might do some major research before committing. Maybe have them do one eye and test it for a few weeks to see if they did a good job before I have them do the other eye. Alright. So, I need to get here. Well, the body hopper did some serious work out in town before he came into the throne room. But yeah, I make fun of her a lot. Like, how did it go? Is she okay? Because, I mean, like, if it was a successful surgery, but, you know, that just happened, you know, yeah, I make fun of her, but, like, did she, like, eyeball damaged because of that? Wait, what did we just get? We just got some magic boots, I think. Damage reduction shock and 3 jolting touch per rest. One con, 2 stealth. I mean, I guess it's better than that. Oh my, oh wow, they burned down the embassy. Oh my gosh. Last party we were at, that's how I introduced her. Talking about funny introductions, my grandfather, who's only ever been married once, always introduces my grandmother as, this is my current wife. She hates it. He's been doing it for like 70 years. Okay, wow, what a surprise. The lady who raised the death flag earlier, her place has been attacked. I am so shocked. We are getting all the loot here.
Let's see what lies this way.
She has eye problems. Oh my gosh. That's awful. I mean, like, that sounds like when... That sounds like a story where, like, someone went and got a cheap tattoo and it looked bad and they had to get it fixed. Except eyeballs. That's horrible. No, I pieced it together. You're fine. It looked like something I would text. Like, I'm really good at typing. I'm Garbo at texting, and I hate communicating to people with texting on a phone or an iPad. If I can... Like, give me a QWERTY keyboard, and I can talk to you very quickly.
Blade in the dark.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea.
Oh my god, what a shock. She's dead. Lady Webb lies still on the bed, her ornate cushion propping her back upright. The blood pooled beneath a gash in her chest is tacky and nearly dry. A shattered glass rests on the floor beneath her dangling hand. You feel the faint aura of her fading essence in your ken. Reach out for it. You make contact and are immersed in a torrent of sensory input and experience. When it calms, you find yourself in the same room lying in bed with a glass of brandy in your hand. Through the walls, from the street outside, come the sounds and screams of shattering glass and the cacophony of an angry mob. You take a sip and it warms your gullet. Her powers didn't give her, like, premonition, did they? Across the room, the door opens behind a patient, steady push. Into the room walks Thaus, the floorboards creaking beneath deliberate steps. You wait until the last of the brandy has trickled down your throat before you speak. I was a fool to think I could...
I was a fool to think I could tame these people.
Sorry, that was your line.
You came closer than most.
A fine epitaph.
No worse than any.
You're concentrating, focusing with all of your energy. It feels as though you are diving into a stone wall over and over, but it cracks suddenly, unexpectedly, allowing the vaguest wisp of thought to leak through. What's in
Twin Elms?
Did you pull that from my thoughts?
I've had time to practice.
He walks over to a small table and raises a half-empty brandy bottle to eye level. He seems to approve of the selection and begins to reach for an empty glass.
I was saving that for someone.
Pity.
Pity. You know this is how it has to be.
He draws a long curved knife from his belt, smeared with fresh blood. With his left hand, he gently pins your sternum as he raises the knife in the other, its point dangling above your heart.
Prove it.
Thaus slips the knife between your ribs and pushes it through. Layers of tissue separate with brittle, papery stiffness, and blood wells up around the blade. A pulse of reflex causes you to drop your glass to the floor, and you hear it shatter. With the last of your strength, you take his knife hand in both of yours, a question radiant in your mind. For an instant, to your great surprise, the pathway to his mind is left open to you unguarded, and the answer comes. Simple, cataclysmic in its reordering of your thoughts. As Lady Webb, you feel as though you have an answer you've searched for all your life, but in your own mind, her understanding lies just beyond your reach. You look at Thaus with the wide eyes of someone seeing for the first time and draw your last breath as a black, velvety darkness descends upon you. Big XP.
Smoke rises above the city walls in billowing plumes that blacken the sky.
Is this like
a
Act 2?
storm. Behind the walls, the riots rage on. Known patrons of Animancy are forced into hiding as looters ransack their estates and make off with their possessions. Animancers are torn away from their families and dragged from their homes to be stoned to death in the streets.
Entering
Word
Act
spread
3?
Immediately that Duke Avon...
When the hell was the end of Act 1?
And that an Animancer was to blame. The city wasted little time in exacting revenge, and little effort into evaluating guilt. In the center of it all, Brackenbury Sanitarium burned. And down the lane, Hodred House, the last bastion of stability in the Deerwood, had fallen silent.
This is the
Now
tutorial.
safely outside the city gate,
Yes!
your path points eastward to Twin Elms, where Theos is bound, for reasons that remain mysterious as the leaden key itself.
I'm reminded of the end of the South Park World of Warcraft episode where they're like, what do we do now? And he's like, now, buddies, now we can play the game. So we're done with the tutorial. Your massive, big, strong man fingers, White Tiger. Oh my, clutches pearls. Are you playing the DLC too? I am, Sock. I have, I have all the... I think I have all the DLCs. Hold on a sec. Let's go to Desktop Cache for a second. So I've got these. Yeah, so White March 1 and 2 were the big ones, I believe. And I think all this other stuff... Oh, and Deadfire. And I think the rest of this stuff just came included when I bought the White March package. Yeah. Okay, so we're right outside the big city now. Take me down to the Paradise City. Okay. So, return to court. Meet Chancellor Warren at the Charred Barrel in Brackenbury. Is it too late to do that? Oh, are all those quests undoable now? Because that place is burned down? Shoot, I didn't know I had a time limit for that stuff. Go to the city of Twin Elms. Oh, Twin Elms is over here? How do I get there? Okay. 4% iPad batteries, I'll miss you guys. Oh no! No! As we get pulled away. Oh man. Well, thanks for all the conversation tonight, Mystics. Hope to see you again. I'll be here chilling tomorrow if you wish to partake. I'll let you go in tonight. I'm probably going to wrap up here pretty soon. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out where to go next. I've got this quest for White March, which I'm guessing starts the White March DLC, but I'm not sure if I should do that now or wait until I finish the primary campaign before I go to White March. I don't know what level it is. You know what? I could try those bounties again that kicked my ass. What is this? Cat and mouse? Oh, that's great. Let's see. Mogren's Fork, Elm Shore, Black Meadow, or Valewood. Alright, so one of the bounties is in Black Meadow. Let's go take a look. White March is supposed to be in parallel with the main quest. Okay, so it's not one of those games where I finish the whole main story, then go do the DLC. Tell you what, I'll attempt this bounty, and then that'll be the stopping point. Training grounds, construction finished. Alright, alright. Someone was yelling at me to make a chapel earlier. Let's do that next. Okay, where's the boss? Let's tap that quick save button. Oh, you can't finish White March if you finish the main story. Okay. Once you log, Tiger's gonna check his favorite webcam models and kicks a puppy.
Wait.
Oh no! I was looking at chat. Nah. Oh my gosh, we barely heard that blight. Guys, I already think my chances are pretty shit. Oh, wow. Like, I've been fighting Earth, like starter blights, and these are greater blights. Oh my gosh. Dude, there's just so... Plague of Insects, Sickened, Plague of Insects, flanked. So we've got 3 dots on the entire team. Alright, let me try that in one more way. I'm not sure how Plague of Insects works. I don't know if it's just target, or if it's that spot of the ground. Kicking puppies brings the chance of breaking toes. I use a stick. Oh, don't bring politics into this, Mystics. Okay.
Got it.
Silence surrounds me.
Alright, let's try this. Oh my gosh. They're just constantly doing weird stuff here. There. Now they're angled properly. Okay. Alright, let's see if I can peel this group. Peeling meaning trying to separate them into smaller portions.
Quethe, Silmis, me too.
Quethe, Silmes, me too.
Okay. Everyone shred her. So I think the trolls are pretty slow. So we might have bought some time without the trolls. Okay, one down. Aim for the other